38, I think it is. I don't know. I didn't do it. It is hard. Uh, we're reviewing The Banshees of Inisherin, episode 4 of our 6-part Best Picture series, directed by Martin McDonagh, written by Martin McDonagh, cinematography by Ben Davis, edited by Mikkel E.G. Nielsen, music by Carter Burwell. Production companies were Film 4 Productions, Blueprint Pictures, TSG Entertainment, distributed by Searchlight Pictures, with release dates of September 5th, 2022 in Venice, October 21st, 2022 in United Kingdom and United States, and a runtime of 114 minutes. Banshees of Inisherin had a budget of $20 million, and as of March 5th, it has brought in a worldwide box office of $44.6 million. Banshees currently holds a 96% on the tomato meter with 344 reviews and 75% audience score of 500 plus verified ratings. Metacritic says that the Metascore is 87 and a must-see with 62 critic reviews and a 7.3 user score with 218 ratings. But our opinions are the only one that matters, so we're giving you 10 minutes of spoiler-free starting now. I will let someone else start it. Why? I could also see that. Yeah, there's not a lot to it. Yeah, there's definitely more going on, it feels like. I think the what's the word I'm looking for? The stakes are much lower in this movie. But the stakes are much lower, but I like this movie way more. I would rather watch this movie over women talking any day. No, I like these characters better, to be honest with you.
I mean, I like the actors better, first of all. Like, but I
Rooney
just
Mara,
have
how dare you?
Yeah, that's all he got.
Hey, no, oh boy was a good actor.
But like,
Q.
Yeah,
it's just interesting because like this stuff is like self-inflicted. Like women talking is not self-inflicted, so like it's a little.
Yeah, that's so true.
I mean, but also it's kind of relatable, dude. You know, one day I might just be like, "Hey,
you're just gonna
I
spoil
don't like you guys anymore."
Dude, it seemed like he was about to.
It's in the trailer.
I didn't either, honestly.
I went pretty blind in all these.
Yeah,
when I saw an artsy movie, this came up.
That makes sense. I liked it. I felt like sometimes the accents were a little too strong, and I was having a hard time following certain things.
Bro, this was the first movie I had to turn subtitles on for. I was fucking lost, bro. I didn't even know what our boy's name was. Yeah. I thought it was literally Column. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused.
And even though I could read, it was also still just like it was so like they used certain like Irish like words. I guess I think they're Ireland, right? Like off the coast of Ireland.
Yeah, they are off of mainland Ireland.
Yeah. Like I didn't get some of their lingo, so like.
Oh, I know,
bro. There's a word they use in the beginning. They used it like 10 times, and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
What is that word? I remember the. I
know exactly what you're talking about.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Are you guys rowing? I was like,
yeah.
What does that mean?
I think it just means like you guys fighting.
Yeah,
guys...
I took it as feuding. Like,
yeah.
Oh.
But they said at first.
They're like, "Are you rowing?" And I was like, didn't think we were rowing." He's like, "I think you guys are rowing."
Yeah, the context I could put it together, but I was also just like, "Why use that term?" Like, I'm guessing it's a very normal term.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably it's all normal for them. It's not normal for us.
I looked it up and Decider named an article, "The Banshees of Inisherin." What the feck does feckin' mean? It's so funny. But yeah, their English was rough.
I didn't really have that much of a hard time, to be honest.
Yeah, but English is your second language anyways. You're used to not
That's
really
true,
understanding
man.
it.
Yeah, you're used to breaking things down and being able to put two and two together.
I'm used to watching Korean films, I guess.
Yeah, that is what it is, though, 100%. Yeah, but I don't think that was too big of a barrier, though, either. It was
Nah.
just like all right, I just gotta.
Yeah, after 10 minutes in, you're like, okay, this is this movie, like, so
Yeah.
you kind of just get along with it. It's not like it's not like I was through Act 1 and I was just like, I still don't know how this is going.
Bro, I don't even know what's happening right now.
Like,
I mean, Old Boy outlines it pretty well, dude. Like he literally tells the story up in the beginning. He's like, "This is how it's gonna be. This is how it's gonna go." All right.
yeah, it's not complex storytelling, but I do think it's an interesting story. Like,
Yeah.
it just there's not much to it. Like, if you enjoy the dialogue and you enjoy the characters' interactions, you like this movie. If you're expecting anything else, there's not much there for you. I feel.
Get fucked. If you're expecting other things.
I mean, I liked the Penguin. I thought he was cool.
Bro, he's got a name, goddammit, and it's Colin Farrell. I really liked
I like the Joker.
The Joker's in
Dude,
this movie? Oh yeah, Barry Keoghan or whatever.
Yeah.
He was fantastic in this
Uncredited
movie.
Joker, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was uncredited.
But no, yeah, he does a great job of playing his role.
He was so
He was
good.
also Druig in Eternals, dude. Come on, let's not
yeah,
forget that role.
everybody's favorite superhero movie, Eternals.
And he's in a lot of stuff. That actor, like I see him in. He's in.
He was in Dunkirk, dude. Come on.
He was in
Green
Dunkirk?
Knight.
Oh yeah,
He
he
was
was
in
the
Green Knight.
he was one of the bandits or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
dude has a ton of roles.
Dude's in a lot of fantastic movies too. Like,
Yeah, he does a lot of like these artsy, like critically acclaimed stuff.
yeah, and then the worst MCU movie ever.
Yeah, and it's funny because he probably got that role because like they like to get actors like that. They're like, okay, this guy gets nominated for stuff. Let's bring him in. I thought he was good though in Eternals. I think he's good.
Especially as like a tertiary villain or whatever, like
Yeah.
as someone who's
Mhm.
just like a random antagonist. Yeah, he's really good. And I think he shines in this movie, especially when like some things happen to him, and
Yeah.
like his unabashed ability to stay calm and positive throughout all the fucked up
Mhm.
things in his life is fantastic.
like there's a scene with him and the sister
Yes,
like that I think is actually really like well acted.
How do
From
you say
both
her
of them.
name? Shobian?
no, no,
Saiban?
fuck.
Fuck, I forgot
I
how they
used to
said
be
it.
able to say it. I knew someone in college who this was their middle name. I can't remember how to say it
I
though.
feel like when they were saying it in the movie, I understood how to pronounce it, but
Yeah.
now I can't read that.
Now I'm lost.
Yeah,
I liked her character a lot, actually.
yeah. I like how she.
It's
you know,
Siobhan.
it is Siobhan.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
I like how she wasn't just a traditional woman of her times.
She was like Saoirse Ronan in Little Women,
Yeah,
which
for
I
sure.
love. I love that character.
I do too. I love
Intelligent
Saoirse
women
Ronan.
they're fire, as long
Yeah.
as they don't mouth off.
As long as they're intelligent, they're not just talking.
Hey, I wore my Loop Daddy shirt on Saturday, by the way.
The views of Joey do not reflect.
Yeah, it was a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. But yeah, this movie is some Oscar bait shit that deserves it.
Yeah, I mean Colin Farrell and was it Brendan
Gleeson,
right?
yeah.
What's
Yeah.
his son's name? Donald Gleeson.
Dom Hall Gleeson.
Okay, yeah.
Some dumbass name.
But like they're both very good actors. I feel like all their scenes were like this movie's just like super believable. Like whether
Yeah.
I think the characters are dumb or not, like it's super believable. I feel like they told the story they meant to tell, and they like told it as well as they could tell it.
I think it's interesting your word choice. I think it's interesting that you chose to call some characters dumb. And we'll talk about it in a couple minutes. But I don't know if it's dumb or if they're a product of their times.
Well, I mean,
know?
they use the
And
term
where they
"old"
live,
a lot.
too.
And
Like,
where
you
they
know,
live. Yeah.
They classify themselves for some of the characters as like dull, like a lot.
Well,
But that
specifically,
doesn't-
no. Dull is used differently. So, I mean, I don't think it's a
I would say
spoiler.
that-
Colin Farrell is called dull because he's boring.
Yeah.
But
I don't think that means dumb.
But Dominic is called a different word that I think is their version of the R word. which is why I don't want to say either. Because
Because
Go ahead.
she says when they're having the conversation, it's like, oh, you guys are miles apart or whatever, and then it's like because he is something. I could have swore they were using.
I took it as like not the class clown, but like the island clown.
yeah, I think it is that. It's more akin to that probably. But he also has
The
mannerisms
village idiot.
of someone who is mentally ill or not
Like,
altogether there.
To me,
I'm
like,
talking about Dominic, by the way. I'm not talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Pedrick. Paradic.
But if you told me
Yeah.
both of them were like on the spectrum, I'd be like, yeah. Like,
Oh,
feel like
I
those
could
are
see that. But Dominic was way more front facing about it.
Yeah, like so Colin Farrell's character is like really high functioning. Like, and he can kind of like
can see
mirror
that.
and stuff and like be in society, and he
Commit
just kind of
acts of arson. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But then the other guy is just like there's no way to control him because he doesn't have like those like he's just unable to like comprehend certain things. I don't know if it's comprehension or not, but it's just like he does things regardless of the outcome. So I'm like, I don't know why he does these things.
Yeah. But we got 10 seconds left. So I need a thumbs up or a thumbs down on Banshees of Inisherin in 3, 2, 1. I'm giving fat thumbs up,
Yeah.
fatty thumbs up. Throw this on.
It's Oscar bait, like you guys said.
Yeah, but throw this on like a nice, calm Saturday. Get warm
some
under
whiskey.
the covers. Yeah, it'd be nice.
Maybe have your best bud with you.
Yeah, this is a best bud movie for sure. But what you best buds can do is you guys can go ahead and click that button up in the top right hand corner so you can be taken to our spoiler full thoughts on Banshees of Inisherin. And if you want to see the rest of our talks on all of the Oscar nominated movies, go ahead, like, comment, absolutely obliterate, set on fire that subscribe button and that notification bell. Actually burn them alive. And you can follow up there, you can follow our TikTok, Instagram, and our Twitter to find out everything else that we're doing and to watch all of our shorts. Okay, Eric is not on point there. But yeah, that's how we felt about Banshees of Inisherin. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay. Oh no. I just screwed myself up there for sure. We're good to start spoiling, by the way.
I got some good laughs out of this film, though.
This movie is funny as shit.
I
Yeah.
think the humor carries the movie.
We
Like,
should have probably
it
mentioned that
carried
in the
Oh,
spoilers.
fuck, you're right.
I was going to, but then like my brother
Time
came in
ran
real
out.
quick, so I was like, "Oh, he's talking to him real quick."
Because like I was saying, like it's like Little Woman, but the humor is way better.
Yeah.
Mainly 'cause of
Way
Colin
better.
Farrell.
Yeah.
Well, like most of the character interactions, especially everybody in like the bar scene or whatever. Like, well, there's multiple bar scenes, but I guess like the first bar scene sets the tone where it's just like everyone's just like everyone's just like dumbfounded right for a second, like when they're like when they said like, "Oh, are you rowing?" or whatever. I'm just like, man, it's just I don't know, just the character interactions I just found generally funny.
Well,
Like there's the bit where like they like repeat after each other. He's like, you're all right," and he's like, "Yeah, man, you're all right." And like the main bar guy, the owner, I'm assuming he says like things to Colin or to Podrick, and then like this random dude just keeps on repeating the same line.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
that
his
was
boy.
funny.
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
who's like drinking with or whatever. I think it's super interesting to the time that this takes place. So it takes place in 1923. We see that the movie opens on April 1st of 1923, and I think the period it takes place lends credence to why everything is happening. So like this is literally Colin Farrell's only friend. Like if this guy isn't here anymore, he's got no friends.
I mean, they literally live. There's like 30 people on the island, probably.
Yeah,
Like,
and
Not
like
even that, probably 18.
I mean, we only see like 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funny too because like when they're having their discussions or whatever, and every time they're like, "Oh, hey, how'd you find this out?" and it's just like it's a small island.
Yeah,
Like,
the priest when
island.
the priest says that, it's so good because it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, why the fuck wouldn't someone mention it to the priest?
it doesn't take much to overhear anything.
Yeah.
but, like,
Especially when. Go ahead.
Even like the first scene with the pub or whatever, when he's just like, he's like, "Oh, can I sit here?" or whatever, and then he's like, "Oh, well, I already got my pint," and then everyone's like, "Well, he did get his pint." This is his seat. Like just little things like that just were cracking me up, and I was like the first like 30 minutes of this movie, and I was like, "Oh, I'm thoroughly enjoying this."
Yeah, I don't know if Martin McDonough has ever written anything else, but he's
He's only done
fantastic.
4 things.
Oh, but he wrote
In Bruges,
I
7
love-
Psychopaths, and 3 Billboards outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
all
Yeah.
of these movies are fantastic, and all of them have Colin
Wait,
Farrell in it.
Yeah, I was saying Colin Farrell. Hold
He's
up.
in all of these movies.
I really
Actually,
like
no.
Three Billboards.
Yeah, he's not in 3 Billboards though. I don't
Okay.
think.
But it has Woody Harrelson though, like who's also very good.
I mean, shit, it's got
And
Frances McDormand.
She won Best like actress for that movie.
Yeah, Academy Award-winning actress.
Yeah.
Peter Dinklage is in this movie too. Man,
Yeah.
this is just. I mean, this dude could make the shit out of a movie. Clearly. In Bruges is one of those movies that I see come up on like lists all the time of like, underrated British movies that you should watch right now, and that's always on there.
But I just feel like Colin Farrell in general in the last I mean he's always been relatively good, but like the last few years I feel like he just carries projects, like especially like these small like indie type things. Like
He's
I
having
feel like-
his.
What has he done?
He's having his Farrell Renaissance.
I don't know how long Lobster came out ago, but like I think of that
Lobster's
movie all the time.
2018. Yeah,
Like that movie was so good. Like
I'm looking it up. Keep vamping.
I want to say
I gotta find his fucking filmography page.
I got it. I'll
he's
post
too
it.
famous, dude. When they're too famous,
Yeah,
you're looking.
My man is way too famous.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than having a too famous actor trying to find something.
Oh, The Lobster was 2015. There was a different horror movie called Lobster, I think, in 2018. But, he was in Roman J. Israel
I
Esquire.
haven't seen any
That's
of
fire.
these.
Bro, yes, you have.
I
You've
wanted to
seen
see
The
Killing of a
Batman,
Sacred
dude.
Deer, but I mean, obviously I've seen the Batman one.
I particularly liked Seven Psychopaths when I saw it. But I was also a freshman in college, so.
Oh, the last movie I saw by him was The Gentleman. Then
You're kind of a psychopath then.
Ah. Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen a Colin Farrell movie that I didn't like. Maybe
Yeah.
Daredevil, but
don't watch The Gentleman.
what? You didn't like that movie? Didn't that do well?
I thought it was all right.
Oh, you're
People
just a
really
hater,
liked him
bro.
in the Fantastic Beasts. People really liked him too, and then like when they changed the casting, like because that was a whole like spin or whatever, people were upset.
Was
about
he
it.
in Fantastic Beasts? Oh yeah,
I'm-
he's Grindelwald.
Until he isn't.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
he's Wizard Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
He is legitimately Wizard Hitler, dog. I'm not kidding either. Like 100%. That's how he's described as Wizard Hitler.
But yeah, like a lot of people were like, if they would have kept him as the character instead of going to Johnny Depp, like it would have been like really good.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's just so good at everything.
Okay,
Yeah, he is for
Bef-
sure.
Before The Gentleman, the last movie I saw by him was Miami
No.
Vice in 2006.
With him, you mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if his 13 Lives is any good because it's based on like a true story and Ron Howard directed it. If
Ron
so, he came
Howard
out-
can direct,
If
so
so,
it
he
might
came
not
out
be
with
bad.
3 bangers in 2022. Because if so, he did the Batman, this movie, and then if 13 Lives is good,
And he was a fucking steam sealer in the Batman, bro.
Oh,
he
yeah, he
acted the
was.
shit out of that role. He acted through 50 pounds of makeup and shit.
yeah, for sure.
But
I
what
was
if
like,
I...
is this the same man? Jeez.
No,
Well,
no,
that-
it wasn't.
and
He
that-
transformed.
In 2018, he did Widows, which is also like a lot
Yeah,
of people
you
didn't
liked
see
that,
it.
didn't you?
Yeah, it's like kind of great. Like it has like it's
Kinda
It's a
mostly, like,
sleeper hit.
It is though. I mean, Viola Davis is another one of those people though, where it's I'm just like
Straight
yeah. Yeah,
everything she does.
yeah. Even if the
Instant
movie's
classic.
not great, the acting's like just so good.
What about
Mhm.
Old Boy? Let's see what
I'm
Brendan
looking at
Gleeson-
Brendan Gleeson right now, and he must be just a side character in everything except for this. He was in Edge of Tomorrow. He was in Assassin's Creed.
Oh, nice.
Paddington
And tomorrow he
2.
plays the general. That's like
Yeah.
the only role I can think of him as.
He's in Joker Folly of Ducks.
Uh,
No
Oh,
idea who he's supposed to
shit.
be, though.
either Folly or the Ducks.
He's the Ducks for sure. He's the Mighty Ducks.
Wait, he's also in a Harry Potter.
I thought
mean,
he was Mad
yeah.
Eye Moody. I didn't
Yeah,
know
he's
for
great
sure.
as for
I mean,
sure. For
he's
sure.
really good. He's creepy as shit.
Yeah, he does a great.
I'm assuming it's to do with the one eye, right?
Yeah, the
I
one
think I
that goes
remember him.
everywhere, who was like
Yeah,
locked
yeah.
in a box or whatever. He's great. This is another one, another banger. But his filmography is extensive compared to Colin
Oh,
Farrell's, I
yeah.
feel like. He's
But
been
like
a
he's like in
ton.
like Braveheart, you know, he's like in Gangs of New York. Like he's in like
oh
some
man, he's
crazy
in
films.
bangers.
Yeah. But he
I
is more
kind
of a
of want
side
to say
character.
I liked him better than Colin, dude.
No, really? I guess I can't really say which one I like better because they were just both really
It might be
wild.
neck and neck. Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
we get less of him, so his scenes are more like stealing.
I mean,
Like,
fuck, half the time we're watching him, he's cutting some fingers off, dog. He's
Yeah.
getting rid of digits.
he's either killing it on the fiddle or he's cutting himself up. Like, you
Yeah.
know?
He's being Tar before Tar was a thing, is what it was.
Oh, I shared a thing from Tar on Twitter today.
I'm gonna
It
have
was
to go
like,
peep it.
it was something about looking for like a new assistant, preferably female. I couldn't remember if Eric had a Twitter. I was gonna tag him. Yeah, tell Eric like, hey, here's your opportunity.
You're the worst. Eric is not you, James. So Colum had depression and anxiety, right?
Yeah, so they kept on saying him. Yeah, it's his anxiety or his depression's coming back.
No, they called it despair because in the 20s
There
they
you go.
didn't have depression. I don't
Yeah.
think they
Bro,
didn't
one of the
invent
lines
it
that
yet.
killed me. He was like, "Why doesn't he just bottle it up and press it down like all of
The
us?"
rest of us. Yeah. He's having like that existential crisis though. Like, 'cause he's like, I gotta be remembered. Like, I gotta be remembered. I gotta be remembered. I'm gonna let you know, you're gonna be remembered as the guy that cut his whole hand off. Like,
Hey, but look, oh boy, Starry Night. What's his name? I can't even remember his name.
Who?
The guy who did Starry Night. What the hell's his name? The
Edgar
artist.
Allan Poe?
No,
Edgar Allan
not
Poe.
no.
Van Gogh.
Yeah, Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Half
He cut
of the
his ear
reason
off,
people
right?
remember him is because he cut his fucking ear off. I mean, he made some of the
Yeah.
best paintings in all of human history.
But like those guys, most of those guys are famous after death. Like, anyways, so it's like this
Yeah.
man is gonna be famous now because they're like, oh, he wrote this, and then like he had only one hand with fingers,
and also
like,
chopped this shit up and killed a donkey with his fingers, with his digits.
Yeah.
But like,
Hey, that was crazy though.
dude, was
There's no
I?
way I
part
could
got
have
me.
expected that.
I got worked up. I was like, bro, she didn't do nothing, dog. She was just
She's
hungry.
a fucking. She
Yeah, I
caught
thought
strays.
For
I thought
real.
it was wild though because like when I saw like the fingers and then I saw the thing put over, I was like, this donkey choked on those fingers, and like you see throw up everywhere. You're like, oh man.
I 100% was still like, nah, he killed her. He killed her. And then he pulled the finger out of her mouth, and I was like, I don't think he killed her on purpose.
fuck.
I did like when he had his big horse though in the house in the end, like towards the end.
Yeah, when they're all just posted with them, it's really funny.
And him and his sister's interactions about the donkey the whole time, and it's just like,
Oh, dude, her leaving.
It reminded me of Noob because
Yeah.
he was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
don't go in."
Her leaving was super emotional too, because you just see
Yeah.
fucking Colin Farrell break. My man just breaks down. He's like, I got nothing left to live for, and then his donkey dies. Rip.
yeah,
He
it's
was about to
RIP.
risk it all.
He should have.
He should have.
He should
Actually.
He should have just left. If he would have left, he'd been totally okay.
Nah, dude, but Banshees of Inisherin is all he got.
Well, he had no one to take care of the animals after old boy died. That was the issue.
That wasn't that was just an excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, but like he really like he didn't seem like the person that would leave his animals. He really cares about them. And then when he knows he had no one to take care of them, but it is because obviously just like all the stuff that happened.
Yeah. I mean, I truthfully think he's there to torture Colin until the day he dies. He's gonna
Yeah.
just tear into old boy ruthlessly for the rest of his life.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
yeah,
be-
because like in the end, he was like, Colin was like, "All right, we're square." He's like, "Nah, I don't want to be friends with you anymore." Fuck
No,
you.
he doesn't say that. He says we're not square until you die. So
well, he says we
no,
would have been
yeah.
square if you would
I'm
have stayed
saying
in the
Colin-
house.
yeah,
Yeah, Colin was saying, "Okay, I think we're good now, right?" And then that's when Colin's like, "Nah, fuck you."
but he didn't even. It's
Or
not
Podrick.
even. I don't think it's a matter of I'm never talking to you again. I think it's a matter of him saying no until the day you die. I will make you miserable as shit. I will be here making you miserable. Like, cause you even see it in the scene. They start talking about something again, don't they?
I think what's gonna happen is unless he feels that he feels the same amount of emptiness as he feels from losing his donkey, he's never gonna stop.
No,
Like
ever.
He's gonna it's gonna be a constant pursuit of just
But that's the fucked up thing is what makes this man miserable is just having to be around Colin Farrell's character, which is so fucked up that it is that level of equal that like Column just has to be around Pedrick for the rest of his life. And now he ain't got no fingers on his hand either.
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Like it's like now you can't even like drown him out because like you're done, lost your hand, your fiddle hand. Like bro, like what are you doing?
I feel like cut off the 3 fingers from the right hand that you use to do the stick because you only need 2 of them, and then it seemed like he could cut off the pointer finger on the other one. He dumb, bro.
But that doesn't get the point across. His point was like,
Well,
I'm going to lose like the thing I love the most just to show you how much I don't want to talk to you.
And
The
even
thing that's gonna leave me a legacy on this fucking earth.
Yeah.
but he did all that, and it still didn't work. You gotta
It's
be
because-
feeling a special type of fucking dumb, fingerless, out there on the beach. You got some crazy old broad looking at you and laughing, and this dull fuck over here is just like, I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
But I think that's because like Colin Farrell's character did not truly understand. I feel like he didn't get how deep it was.
he's too simple. He's too normal brained. I mean, somebody doesn't. I think someone says it. They're like, it's something about being a genius or something like that, where it's like, yeah. I mean, clearly, Column is fantastic at playing the fiddle or whatever. And old boy was just too much of a fucking donkey lover to understand what it is to make great art.
I mean, yeah. I can't relate, dude. He's like, yeah, you went on that rant and talked about your donkey shit for 2 hours, man. I can't be having that around.
Like I understand like being like, hey, I don't need this all the time, but like to like I'd be like, all right, hey, we talk on Fridays, brother.
Yeah,
like
come down to the pub. We're gonna have a couple pints. You can tell me all about the shit then. But every other day of the week, leave me the fuck alone.
Because at least by Friday, like, okay, you got all the stories built up. There should be enough there. I don't want to hear about your mundane everyday
Give me
life.
the news.
Yeah.
Give me the beats. Give me the minutes.
But
Give me the tea, dude. Come on.
I think it's Siobhan or Dominic who mentioned that like he's doing this on purpose because he wants a reason to kill himself. He just wants to die. Right up until
who wants to die?
Column wants to die.
How did he not?
He broke through that window, bro. That's why the chairs are out on the lawn. He threw them bitches through the window and he went yeet. And he just
No, I'm
went
talking about
down.
after he like chopped his fingers off. Like the one I can get.
Oh,
That's what
Them boys were dripping when he was walking away, and he got pale.
Yeah,
That's
he got
just
real
plot
pale.
armor. That's plot armor right there.
100% plot on.
No, bro. People in the 20s were built different. All that lead in the paint. He was licking lead, and he was like, "I'm a survivor."
All that pale ales and he was drinking and shit.
That's straight hops, bro. That's hops and
It
a little
was
bit of
hot.
water in it.
Yeah.
But I was thinking the same thing. I was like, bro, he cut one finger off. Where's the sepsis? Like nothing set in. He ain't got no. There wasn't
Nah, he whiskeyed it, dude. He was like,
I guess I
"All right."
set it on fire. He's like,
Well, I
yeah,
think
I'm gonna clean it up.
There's no way he wouldn't have died from walking from his house to old boy's house and then walking back from them. And there's a bunch of dirt roads. Like,
Yeah, they were walking all over that tiny little island, bro. There wasn't no cars nowhere. But I think he probably cauterized the wounds, right?
it looked weird.
It
Like,
didn't look like
they were
it.
kind of dripping a little bit, but it looked like they were like closing up some.
Yeah.
How he did it, I don't know.
Is
Because
that
they weren't like straight open wounds.
It
No,
built
yeah,
different, dude.
it was the Banshee who was fucking taunting everybody. She was like, "Yeah, I'll clean that up for you, doc. Don't even worry about it."
Also, too, like he was getting clean cuts with whatever he was using. It's not like
Those
he was.
shears were sharp as
Too
fuck.
sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love that the dog took them away from him, though.
yeah. I couldn't believe, like, I mean, in the story it makes sense, but I'm also like, okay, the one. All right, if that person doesn't get your point out to the one, but I guess he's a man of his word, dude, because he said it's not gonna be just another one; it's gonna be all 4 of them.
Yeah, I'm taking these bitches.
He wasn't lying.
I wouldn't have the willpower to take all 4. Like one accidentally on, I can probably click through it. Like that second one, there's no way I'm getting off the other 3 because there's no way I have like the force and like the willpower after that. Like one at a time, maybe. All 4 like back to back to back to back. No, thanks.
No, he just did them all at once, man. Right?
No way, because the cuts weren't.
They
weren't
won't
at
line
angle.
up right.
Yeah, they weren't at an angle
They're
because
all
he would have had
straight.
like a long stub. He went down to the bottom knuckle and cut this bitch off on each one
For
of them.
sure. Each one, yeah.
He was just.
What a man.
Oh,
Honestly.
Oh no! Someone's talking about promotions. I was gonna hype him up. Blocked.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what happens when you're a tortured artist. I guess you just start cutting pieces of your body off.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is not what I expected this movie to be, though. You know, like when I
Me
saw these two
either.
people, I was like, I didn't know what it was, but it wasn't this.
I feel like it.
I mean, in the trailer, they like totally give away that like the whole "I'm not gonna talk to you ever again, man."
Like a
See
feud.
ya.
Oh, they
Yeah.
give away why they're arguing. That's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever, I guess. Bitch ass Disney.
This is Disney.
No, I don't know. It's
Oh.
it's Disney and other.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, it is.
Searchlight.
It's Searchlight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch ass Disney.
Yeah.
You little whack ass trailers, bro. Get this shit out of here. All right. We are at the 30-minute mark, so let's do the questions. James, what's your favorite part of Banshees of Inisherin?
Almost any of those bar scenes. I feel like that's where the movie shined. It's like brightest. Even the first, probably even the first one, because like you just get you figure out who these characters are right off the bat. Like, and they introduce you to these characters, and you're able to kind of like figure out why they're doing what they're doing, and then then the rest of the movie like just flows.
Eric?
Probably the donkey scene, man. I think that got me. I was welling up.
That was your favorite, was watching old Penny be dead? That's wild.
Yeah, Jenny
Jenny, that's her name, whatever.
He said anything that can make me feel
or
good.
Jerry.
Jerry?
Jenny from the block.
Yeah, and old J-Lo died
Yeah,
with
oh, it
a
was
finger in her
Jerry.
throat.
Uh,
No, the donkey's name's not Jerry.
Oh, never mind. You're right.
Bro, I'm
I don't know what it was.
gonna fight you. Is it Jenny? Yeah, it's Jenny. You're right.
Oh, okay.
I think my favorite part of the movie is at the post office. Cause if I was Siobhan, I'd have fought that bitch. What you doing opening my mail, you hoe ass?
yeah.
That must have
what
What
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
kinda
It
fucked
must have
up.
like flipped open or something.
You know, she said, it must have came open from the heat.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
that, a job offer from the library on the mainland? Dude, I got irrationally mad at that. I was like, how
Yeah.
dare you, bitch? That's my mail you're opening.
That's a federal offense.
Yeah, 100%. She's lucky she wasn't in the U.S., bro.
Not on the
off.
offland, dude.
Yeah, no, not on no island. They ain't got laws there. It's basically Illinois out there.
Oh my god. We didn't even talk about the fucking dick that we saw in this movie, man.
Oh, dude,
That was terrible.
from the pedophile, by the way, this movie's fucked. There's a whole lot of fucked up ass people in this movie.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about Dominic's fucking shattered life.
That conversation is crazy when he's talking about his dad and his little wiener. He says or whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
His
little-
brown dick.
Yeah, little brown cock. It's so weird. Well, you know what? Maybe when we re-review this movie, we'll talk about it. James, what's your least favorite part of Banshees of Inisherin?
I didn't really have specifically like a least favorite part. I just feel like I don't know. Maybe there's just more that could have gone on.
I can see that.
But overall, it was solid.
Eric?
Probably the brown cock part. I did not need to see that, man.
But that's the point though, because he didn't even want to see it.
Yeah, and he sees that every day he walks into the shit. Every day of my life, I'll be wishing I hadn't seen it. That's what he says. I think my least favorite part was the lack of inclusion, you know? No brown people in all of this offland random
Ireland? Are you
island
kidding me,
in
dude? Come on.
1920s Ireland.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
They're
I-
struggling with two religions, let alone different people of color.
That'd have been it. We'd have seen some racism too on top of the kid diddling, I guess.
The Catholics and Protestants were going to be going at it. They didn't have time for race.
You ain't lying. And what a weird
So
thing.
this was happening on the off island, but on the mainland, you got
Belfast.
last year.
Yeah, Belfast. Yeah, all happening at the same time. You know what? I'd rather watch this in Belfast, though. I'm straight up with you. This one,
Yeah, you hated that movie.
I didn't hate it. I gave it a 6. All right.
Hey,
You didn't think fondly of that movie.
Yeah.
Now that I ain't gonna
should
argue
gave it
that.
a 4, probably.
You're 100% correct. I mean, after seeing this movie, now I know what a good Irish movie looks like. Yeah, Belfast is a 4 compared to this one. No, I didn't have a least favorite part though. I think I agree with James. There's nothing big that jumps out at me about this movie. Everything is done so well that it'd be super nitpicky to even pick anything. Cinema score questions. Would we rent it?
No.
Nah.
Would we buy this movie physically?
Nah.
I think I'm going to. I really,
Wow.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. I really can't wait to watch this movie again, but my internet was kind of fucking up, so I want to see a not pixelated Colin Farrell. Would you buy this movie digitally? No.
No.
Nah.
I didn't have that issue with my copy though.
Your copy?
Yeah.
I watched it on HBO Max completely legally. I wasn't password sharing at all. Would you buy it in the $5 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Voodoo?
Nah.
Yes. $5 is a steal for this.
Yeah.
Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
I would.
I think it's a toss-up.
Yeah, I think it is a toss-up.
I think it's witty enough where people laugh about it, but not so like you don't have to be so invested in it.
They're
like,
not gonna be. They're not gonna be invested in it, so they're not gonna know what the fuck they're saying.
No, I think this would be a good one for if there's a lot of people in your house, and some people want to be doing something, and some people would rather just hang out and watch a movie. This is a pretty good one because the people who lose a game that's being played can always walk over and be like, "Hey, why is that dude missing a finger right now? This is kind of fucked
What the
up.
fuck is going on?
What the heck?"
It's not complex enough to where you're like, oh, hold on, you got to rewatch this, that, or the other.
No.
You could be like, oh yeah, he doesn't like him, and he says if he talks to him again, he's cutting his fingers off. He talked to him,
Yeah.
and there we are. Now you're caught up.
Yeah, you can run through it real fast.
That dude's a kid that'll hurt.
Everybody don't like this guy. Nobody likes this fucking guy.
Top piece of shit. He got
Straight
beat out.
Hey, look, a cab out here on this island. All right, nobody likes cops. Would you watch this again? Absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it.
Yeah, probably.
When it gets snubbed for Best Picture, because I don't think it's winning Best Picture, I'll watch it when I do a rewatch of like best movies that could have won Best Picture in a different year.
Fair. I don't think it's gonna win either, but I
No,
Yeah,
I
I don't think it's gonna win either.
Bro,
I
I'd be
think it
shocked.
deserves it.
I'd be shocked. You think another movie deserves it for sure?
Yeah,
You already know?
I do. Yeah.
Wow.
I
mean, we'll talk
nailed
about it
down my
next
shit
week.
to four pictures
I'm
that I
gonna tell-
think
I'm gonna tell you right now.
are in contention.
I haven't given it any thought. I haven't even thought about it for a moment. I'm gonna do that next Sunday at 8 a.m. I'm gonna be filling out my scorecard.
Since I watched that movie, I already had it as like, oh, this thing's top 3 of the year.
Oh, thank God it's not one of the movies we're talking about today then, because I was gonna square up.
No.
And then we all recommended it. So anybody got any
Yep.
good ratings?
I'm gonna give this 7.5. Just beard me, dog.
7.5 is kind of low. You didn't really talk about things you didn't like. That's surprising.
I'll give it 8 We're Rowans out of 10.
We're Rowans.
Rowan?
Share some Ronins.
Rowans.
I'm gonna give this an 8.5 donkeys that choked on stubby fat fingers out of 10.
R.I.P. Jenny.
R.I.P. to the girl, dude. The
R.I.P.
block will never be the same. All right, everybody. So thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerLaterTV for our review of Banshees of Inisherin. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias. Just look us up. We're under Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m., don't worry. You can watch and listen to all of our fucking past episodes on podcasting platforms. So tune in next week in a couple minutes for our review of The Fablemans. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.